to the newest edition of BlogTalk TV. I'm your host, Bess from GottaGetBlogging.com.
And I'm Ben from OrlandoWaterhole.com.
And we've got an exciting show today. It's all about video and live streaming, and we're actually going to be having on my husband, SwimmerJoe from Florida Swim Network. So I'm excited to share because I know all the great stuff he's been doing. So he built his whole blogging platform on live streaming, which is an unusual way to do it. So partners with the University of Florida, live streams swim meets all over the state of Florida, has been to the Olympic trials. We have reporters at the World Championships, so it's going to be a good one.
But you also get involved with Florida Swim Network,
Far more than I would like to, believe me. Far more, yeah. So it's been fun for me to watch it grow and to see the different ways that, because it's grown very different from the way I've grown my blogs. And to see that community kind of rallying around, tell you what, there's nothing more loyal than a grandparent that can watch their child swim. So he'll have viewers from South Africa that tune in regularly to watch their grandchildren swim here in Florida. So it really is kind of a neat, unique aspect that we never could have done before the internet.
What role do you play in Florida Swim Network?
So I help out when I can. I am usually there for the live broadcasts, simply because that's all hands on deck, kind of like this. Everybody pitching in. And then I occasionally help with the social media if he needs it, but he does a great job of, and he's a guy that's posting, I'm talking 5 and 6 blog posts a day, simply because it's more news oriented versus me that might post every once in a while. So his is much more, time oriented. So it's been fun for me to see just how a different blog grows.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So are you ready for the
question of the show? Oh wait, this is the show and tell.
Yeah, show and tell answers. Oh, put them down.
We'll do them later. So the question of the show. Here's a question, and by the way, we should share that if the audience has questions that they would like us to ask, they can tweet us at BlogTalk TV and say question of the show, or send us an email to bess@flblogcon.com, and we'll be happy to host your question for the show.
Absolutely.
But anyway, this week I'm very curious. What does the home screen of your phone look like? What are the apps that you have? What are the pictures that you have? Because it's the home screen is like the most important part of your smartphone. So I'm curious, what do you have on your phone?
I have a bunch of folders on my phone. So my phone doesn't look very, full disclosure, I've just upgraded to the iPhone 6 Plus, so it looks like an iPad, as my husband frequently reminds me. But I love it, but within 12 hours of having my iPhone, I dropped it. I did not yet have a case on it, and I cracked it. Oh my God, I was
that's
so
the worst
devastated.
Feeling.
So I went to that iBreak You Fix to see, like $280. So I said, never mind, I'll go with the cracked phone for a little bit. But I've got folders. You don't. You have folders too.
No, that's all right.
So hold it up so that our viewers can see.
We've got a screenshot we'll share, but most of what I've got are apps with a couple of folders. But I'm surprised that your home screen doesn't have everything. It's not completely covered.
I'm very organized.
So what are the most frequently accessed apps?
So the most frequently Twitter by far, messaging, and then Facebook and occasionally Instagram. I'm not that big of an Instagrammer. What about you?
Well, I'm distracted. You've got 5,807 emails on your phone. That's a problem, Bess.
Well, all right. So viewers, help me out. So I can filter spam on my computer. One of my emails, one of my main emails, got spamified, and I don't know how to filter it on my iPhone.
That would be a good.
So I get like
tip.
300 emails a day that are just spam. So I just let them keep piling up here.
Yikes!
Yeah. So what about you? What do you use the most of?
So the ones that I most frequently use, I've got a Snapseed, which is great for photo editing. I think it's the part of Google. Yeah, Google Plus. And that's where I edit all of my pictures on Snapseed. Lots of features. I especially love HDR pictures.
I'm going to be sharing what I edit my photos with today in show and tell.
Oh, well, we'll look forward to that. And then the MyFitnessPal. I keep track of my exercise and calories and weight and all of that.
You and Joe will have to talk.
Yeah. Does he use my
He uses one called Moves that tracks every single step he takes. And I think I don't think it works. I think it has to do with this. I think it works for his legs because he's like, I don't know, like I have to take 3 steps for every one of his steps, and it gets me for like 30 feet, and he's taking 5 miles. So I don't know how accurate it is.
What's the picture that you've got, real quick?
The first one is my son, and he's at a swim meet, getting ready to swim, and then I've got a picture from my husband's birthday.
Oh, the family, and he's got the grizzly beard on.
He does have partially grown in. How about you?
My recent trip, I took Machu Picchu.
That's
that's I have both my home screen and my wallpaper.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, in an event, send us screen pics at BlogTalk TV on Twitter. We'd love to see what your home screen and your favorite apps are.
Yeah.
Until then, we've got some videos.
Yeah, we've got a great blog tip, so take a look at this.
Okay, quick question. Where is your contact information on your site? You know, we talk a lot about big picture things when it comes to blogging, having an SEO strategy or an editorial calendar or a media kit, and those are such great things when it comes to connecting with brands, but I don't want you to overlook some very small but crucial steps, like, for example, having your contact information on your site, making sure that it's updated, it's easy to find, and you've provided all the information someone needs to get in touch with you with last-minute opportunities. Those are the opportunities that you want to be able to leverage fast. You want to be able to answer things quickly. You want to be able to say yes when people come calling. So, want you to do a quick check. Is your email address, is your phone number, are all of your social platforms not only on your site but easy to find? The answer should be yes, and if not, I want you to go fix that right now.
So we are so excited to have SwimmerJoe as our next guest. Joe is an award-winning blogger, a swim coach, the host of multiple swim shows, and most importantly, my husband. Hello, Joe.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
And I am here in the middle. I'm actually excited, SwimmerJoe. Can I call you that?
Sure.
Because I've seen all of you, I hear about your stuff all the time, but I've never actually talked to you personally about what you do.
Well, we live stream swim meets all over the state of Florida on the internet. And they're live, they can go back for replays. We put them on our website, and it's great stuff.
So where did it all begin? How did you get into live streaming?
Wow, we were at a championship swim meet. Bess was back with Central Florida top 5 at the time. And she's like, you know what, I'm so bored at these swim meets. I don't know what to do.
Wait. Do you know how long a swim meet
All
is?
day.
You wait for hours to see your kid swim maybe 30 seconds.
All day.
So
anyway,
you're being bored.
So anyway, she's like, you know what, we're gonna film it. And I went, film it? What is that? So she has, you know, the little eyeball on the top of a stick for your desktop?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that? Well, she decided to put one on top of the announcer's speaker, okay? So she's got this little, and it's the kind that's remotely, you know, moves with the face, you know? So she's got this thing up there, and it's following the race, and then the announcer would talk, and the thing would shake like this. So that was our first broadcast. It was plugged in the computer, and that was it. And she had her headset, and she was talking to people all over the world. One of our very first groups online was from Ireland. So it was good stuff.
Yeah, it was neat. Word spread on deck as people realized that we were live streaming it, and so they started texting aunts and uncles and grandparents.
And it just went crazy.
And
after
the
that.
cool thing was we had Olympian Ryan Lochte swimming at that meet, and so we had a lot more people tune in. So.
And was it being broadcast on Florida Swim Network, or was it a?
I think at the time it was just a link, wasn't
Probably
it? I can't remember. Yeah, Ustream link.
So why is video and maybe live streaming an important tool for bloggers?
I think it is just so now. I mean, it's so live right away. I mean, you could go live with it if you want. You can record it and put it straight into your blog, and it's just super simple, and it's fast and easy, and people love it.
So talk a little bit about the chat room that we have on Florida Swim Network and how that has helped build the community.
Wow, so we do University of Florida meets and meets, you know, again, all over the state, and we have a chat window on the side where people can chime in and say good luck, do shout outs, talk with each other, and it just kind of livens up the broadcast compared to just a commentator and the meet going on. It's a whole other community going on beside the broadcast, so it's pretty cool stuff. And we call out to it and say, hey, so-and-so, mention a good luck or whatever. It works out really well.
So if somebody wants to get into, let's just talk about video and then let's talk live streaming, but what's some of the gear that you might need to consider about investing in?
Wow, so we went from, let's just do a camera, a headset, and a computer, and then we go, you know what, it'd be cool if we ran another camera. So how do we do that? So we researched it and added pieces, and it just went crazy, with the prices and everything. So getting to your question, you could do it as simple as a computer plugged in to a camera, plugged into a headset, and just be live. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to do it, I think.
So you also, though, use some very inexpensive when you're doing interviews. For example, when you went to the Olympic trials, you did not take all the big gear. What did you take?
So we had an iPad with a light on top and a carrier, which is right here. And so they ran all the swimmers through a corral after they swam. So I'd go watch the race, and then they would come down, and I'd run down, and then I'd give them with a mic, and get this, film it, and zoom it up to her back in Orlando, and it was up on the web in 2 minutes.
Wow!
Compared to everybody filming, and I got to go back, and I got to edit. Our stuff was done and up, and we were finished when the meet was over.
And Joe likes to joke that some of the big cameras that were there, Sports Illustrated, ESPN, Swimming World, they had all their big cameras, were kind of snickering about his little iPad, but they saw how timely we were uploading stuff.
And we got all the looks ahead of time. All the Florida swimmers, we got them ahead of everything.
And so now the meets that he goes to, there's a few major news outlets using this very thing. Yeah. So kind of neat.
It's just fast stuff. It's really good. Works out well.
If you want to get into live streaming, what's the software side of things to be able to do something like that?
Software for live stream is like, we use live stream. It's a platform. Mm-hmm. We plug into them. There's a lot of different accessories that you can buy to get going for that. We have our website. What else, Bess?
So you have the encoder. And usually LiveStream or Ustream, and those are the two most popular kind of public websites that you use to stream, provide that for you. And so it's as simple as plugging your feed into that encoder, and they kind of pack it all up for you, the audio and the video, to make it sendable across data, the data across the Ethernet. And I do have to say, and Joe, I'm sure you would agree, live streaming is one of the easiest things we've done, but also one of the hardest things.
It's very hard. It's very hard. You don't see a lot of people doing it. Yeah, it's super tough. Doing it properly.
Yeah, it can be as easy as using a Google Hangout on air, or if you do it the way we do it with multiple cameras, it can get pretty tricky there. So it definitely takes to do your research on it.
Are there suggestions you have on capturing great video? How do you make sure you really get that moment the best way possible?
I walk around so much and just have a camera in my hand all the time. At swim meets. I do it all the time to probably, people are going, oh my gosh, here comes Joe again. Because and then I go back at night and just look through the cool stuff. I mean, I ask him silly questions, I ask him serious questions, I ask Coach funny questions, and I'll get stuff and material all day. Just
so is the
capture
key
it all
not
day.
to take it too seriously?
Not take it too seriously and just have fun with it, and they know you're goofy and they know you're having fun. And
they know you're goofy.
Yeah, probably. But that's how I get it all. Mm-hmm. So it's fun.
And you've recently moved into the TV studio, so
tell
us what happened there. What's that story all about?
Well, so we, Florida High School Swimming, they have state meets. They have 4 different classes, 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A, and we were doing a show each of the weekends and then a mythical show, and we went in the studio. It looked like ESPN, and we had our commentators there, and we just talked about the meets and joked with each other and had a great time. It was good stuff. Transition was... I don't know, we had fun. It was all coaches and friends, so it was really easy to do. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So do you have any tips if a blogger wanted to interview somebody besides just have fun with it?
Tips for them? I think it'd be easy just to ask them a few questions, or maybe to even get them just to loosen up first by talking with them a little bit and just seeing how they are and tell them what you're doing, and then just ask them a couple of questions and see what happens.
Okay, excellent. So, I think we have some footage of you in the studio. So
cool.
Before we cut to that, where can our viewers find you online?
I am at SwimmerJoe, and find me at Florida Swim Network, Joe at floridaswimnetwork.com.
Excellent. All right. Thanks. All right, let's take a look at the video clips.
here I am. The old switcheroo.
So,
I was afraid to say no, I won't change seats.
all right, so I have one last question for you. So you do the live streaming, you do the interviews. What else have you done to build Florida Swim Network into one of the largest swimming blogs in the nation?
Oh my gosh, it's about 24/7. I mean, it's crazy. Always monitoring the news that's coming out of Florida. Always looking at things that are going on, talking to swimmers. They send me stuff. I ask for stuff all the time. Post it. Instagram like crazy. Facebook
And that was
like
new,
crazy.
right? Because of the age groups of your audience?
Yeah, it's all different ages. I mean, the Instagram and the Twitter is for the kids mostly, up to probably 18 or 20. And then Facebook is the older generation, us, and not you, us. No.
Wait, did you just call me old?
No. You
might want to scoot back over.
I know. Darn it. No, but so just trying to hit all the demographics, and it's very time consuming. Just takes a lot of work to do that stuff.
Excellent. Well, all right, since you're here, you might as well stay here as we go to our final segment. Ben, what do we have coming up?
Show and tell!
Ben, you gotta do jazz hands. All right, go.
It's tradition now. So show and tell, again, we always feature apps, blogs, blog posts, gadgets, things that we think you'd be interested in discovering and seeing and what we've been up to. If you've got something you want us to check out, you can email us at bess@flblogcon.com or Twitter @blogtalktv. So Bess, what do you have for us?
I have my new favorite app. It's called Facetune.
Facetune. Is it
Facetune.
like music?
Okay, so you know all these like beautiful models are complaining that the magazines are photoshopping them, making them look thinner than they are, have bigger boobs, or less acne and all that. Okay, you can Photoshop me anytime you want. I will not complain at all. Okay, I'm just putting that on record. So, just putting it out there. So, Facetune allows me to Photoshop myself. It's the coolest app. So, you can load any photo.
Oh, there's you guys.
And then you can reshape it. So, I'm going to make you a little thinner.
He's already thin.
I've made and you can see the before and after. See, I can make
Wow.
my bust a little bigger.
They can't see this.
I'll do a screenshot for them. And then you can whiten your teeth. You can smooth your skin.
Can you get rid of the under the eyes?
Absolutely.
That's what I need some work.
You got it. So let me go to the
Pardon
smoothing.
us while we
While we Photoshop. So
vanity is thy name.
Facetune. So I'm going to show the before and after. So there you go. So Facetune is my name. Once again, on record, I will never complain, magazines, when you put me on your cover if you Photoshop me. It will not be an issue. I will not tweet about it. I won't say a word.
Excuse me a minute. Excuse me, that good little hair right there.
See? Photoshop in real life. What about you?
So, given our guest today talked about creating video on the go and the importance of video for bloggers, I made a video recently, and I'm going to show a clip, but the entire video that was made on the iPhone. So
Oh, that's cool.
It was filmed and edited on the iPhone, so it is possible. It's a lip dub, a proposal lip dub, but it's possible to create great video while you are on the go. So I thought that'd be just fun to share. So here's a bit of a clip.
I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
So I'm not done editing yet.
So I'm still photoshopping.
A lot
I
of
think
work.
it's addictive.
So in any event, Bess, where can we find more about you online?
You can find me on Twitter at Bess_hour or at gottagetblogging.com.
And SwimmerJoe, where can we find you online?
SwimmerJoe at SwimmerJoe, right here. There we go.
And you can find me online at orlandowaterhole.com, as well as the iTunes store. You can download the podcast, and on Instagram. Other than that, Bess, what's left?
Just to sign off and thank you guys for tuning in. We're really, really thrilled to be able to come into your homes like this. So we thank you guys for having us. And feel free to tell a friend about BlogTalk TV. That's all for this week.
We'll see you next time.
So you want to see it? Want to see it?
Yeah, let's see how much prettier we look.
Well, you don't look any prettier because you always look pretty.